security. That's awesome. Oh my
Of God and these witnesses, do you promise to live with Isabel according to God's ordinance in the holy state of matrimony? Do you promise to love her, comfort her, honor and keep her in sickness and in health, and through God's grace promise to be to her a faithful and devoted husband as long as you both shall live? If so, say, I do.
I do.
Okay, if you didn't hear that, he said, I do. Do you, Isabel, standing in the presence of God and these witnesses, solemnly pledge your love to Jackson? Do you promise to live with him according to God's ordinance in the holiest state of matrimony? Do you promise to love him, comfort him, honor and respect him in sickness and in health, and through God's grace promise to be to him a faithful and devoted wife as long as you both shall live? If so, say, I do.
I do.
Did you hear that? Because you're holding them to that. That was the pledge. Now we're going to go to vows. And we have two sets here. We have the formal ones, but we also have vows that they have made to each other. So Jackson, you go first.
My mom has been praying for all of her kids to find our place. She's been praying for all of our future spouses for just as long. I have no doubt you're the person my mom has been praying for and praying that I find. You're the most caring person I've ever met, and there's no one else I feel more comfortable around, accepted by, or contented through. Every day with you is filled with love, joy, laughter, and sunshine. To build a life and a family with you is a dream come true and an answer to years of prayer.
Isabel?
Mine are back there. I couldn't fit it in my pocket.
Looks like a novel.
I didn't know that I was going second. Okay, anyways, this is my miracle journal. I didn't write any vows because I write him a lot of letters and I couldn't put it all into just one piece of paper. So this is an entry that I wrote 2 months ago. Okay, today I have been blessed to love for a year and 2 months. And in 2 months, I get to call him my husband. What a miracle and blessing God has given me in a partner like Jackson Swedenberg. In my high expectations and many failed dates, just when I was ready to give up, God sent me a friend, a God-fearing, people-loving people. In pain of rejection and loving the wrong way for many years, he showed me how a man should and can love. Through shared laughs and deep communication, God created a perfect heart that knows how to love me. Thank you, Lord, for showing me your kindness and knowing my heart when preparing Jackson for me. I can't wait for forever with a man designed by my Lord.
All right, we're going to do some vows here. And Jackson, you're going to go first. I'm going to just say short phrases and you repeat them after me. I, Jackson, and look at Isabel. I, Jackson,
I, Jackson,
take you, Isabel,
take you, Isabel,
to be my wife.
to be my wife,
And I promise,
and I promise,
before God and these witnesses,
before God and these witnesses,
to be your loving and faithful husband,
to be your loving and faithful husband,
in plenty and in want,
in plenty and in want,
in joy and in sorrow,
in joy and in sorrow,
in sickness and in health,
in sickness and in health,
as long as we both shall live.
as long as we both shall live.
Izzy, repeat after me. I, Isabel,
I, Isabel,
take you, Jackson,
take you, Jackson,
to be my husband.
to be my husband.
And I promise,
And I promise,
before God and these witnesses,
before God and these witnesses,
to be your loving and faithful wife,
to be your loving and faithful wife,
in plenty and in want,
in plenty and in want,
in joy and in sorrow,
in joy and in sorrow,
in sickness and in health,
in sickness and in health,
as long as we both shall live.
as long as we both shall live.
Now we're going to exchange some rings which symbolize the eternal nature of this commitment. The eternal nature in this life is until death. But again, the marriage is representing something eternal that we will all enter into. Something eternal. And with that, by the authority committed to me as a minister of the gospel of Jesus Christ, I declare that Jackson and Isabel are now husband and wife. According to the ordinance of God, in the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit, what God has joined together, let no one separate. Jackson, you may kiss your bride. I'm honored to present to you Mr. and Mrs. Swedenborg.
To be entertained by a phenomenal performer, Mr. Caleb. Caleb, everybody. Give it up for him. He's gonna yo-yo.
Yo, he's so good. Yeah! Let's go. Whoa, bro. Go. Get this man on America's Got Talent. Get into it, Caleb. Yeah! Whoa!
Even better than I could have ever imagined. Honestly, that was awesome. And now we would like to welcome you and you up to the front. There is a dance you need to do for the first time.
I like your heart and I like its size. If two hands are open, would one intertwine? Please be mine. feel like, but I feel like him more because of you. Because of you. Ooh, in the black and white you paint the world, and I ask if colors new. It's 'cause of you. Now love is true because of you. 'Cause I know something the prince never knew. Oh, 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 I dance with Cinderella. I don't wanna miss even one song. It's all too soon. The clock will strike midnight, and she'll be gone. She will be gone. But she came home today with a ring on her hand, just glowing and telling us all they had planned. She says that the wedding's still 6 months away, but I need to practice my dancing. Oh, please.
Not gonna mess up. Okay. What do you guys want? You want front? Is this good? Okay. This is for you and everyone else.
Nakia kuai malam malam
Okay, wait. I've got to find them. This is a hard job. Where's your dad?
Right there.
There he is.
Over here.
Okay. Maybe I should have done that first. Thank you. You too. Here you are. Thank you. Cool. Sorry guys, is that cool?
Okay, hi everyone. My name is Mason. Hi Mason.
Bye.
I was Izzy's college roommate for a good most of the year for my second year of college. My first ever college roommate that I had. And I have a speech written, but I want to freestyle on how much I love Izzy and just how amazing she is. And how much of a privilege it was to live with her. And I'm gonna try not to cry if I do this, so I apologize. She was a stunning roommate that when I met her, I was like, oh my gosh, she's beaming. Like, she is sunshine, and I just loved being a girl with you and being in our room and talking about anything under the sun. And there was just so many debriefs and funny moments of sitting on the floor, and we'll hear about some. And it was so amazing, and I'm so glad that I met you, and I'm so happy to be here today. So now my speech, I'm like shaking. This is terrifying, but okay. I had the unique privilege of witnessing the behind the scenes of Izzy's side of this whole thing, and I actually saw Izzy shortly after this first date that she didn't know happened. And from that day, I could see how much peace Jackson brought to Izzy's life, and just how much joy and how much fun she had from this unexpected date that it came at a time that I think she needed it most. And it was just perfect. And I still remember the time that she came home and we talked about it, and she asked me, she says, did I just go on a date? And I say, yes, Izzy, that was a date. You just spent like 8 hours with this guy on your own. That was a date. And from there on, I got to see the front row. I was in the front row of all of this every time she came home. And I will never forget the time of her laying on the floor with her head in her hands and realizing, she says, I think I really like him. And she was smitten. That was for sure. And as their relationship grew, I only ever heard amazing things about Jackson. He made her laugh, he supported her, and most importantly, he was her calm, go-with-the-flow guy. So when it came time for the proposal, I had the pleasure of coordinating to do her nails. I was her little nail tech, just shameless plug. And so I got to do her nails for the engagement. She had no idea that I knew. And we were talking the whole time. I'm like, no, he's not gonna do it this time. He's not gonna do it. It's fine. And she got green nails, kind of the color of my dress, and I was like, you're sure? Like, if it happened, would you be okay? And she says yes. So I set that up. And when it came time for the day, I remember how excited I was. Even behind the scenes, I was not a part of the actual day plans, but I knew it was happening. And I was checking her Find My location to know where she was so that I knew when it was happening. And I told just about everyone I saw that day, I go, oh my gosh, my friend's getting engaged today. And then we got to go to Two Hippies to get the best burritos ever. If you're ever in Phoenix, you have to hit them up. It's our favorite place. We go all the time. I think Izzy might have introduced me to it. Or one of the first times. But I just wanted to say, Izzy and Jackson, your love is genuine, joyful, and inspiring, and watching it unfold has been such a gift, and I couldn't be happier for you both, and I can't wait to see what this next chapter holds. P.S. I can't wait for your future kids and for us to plan play dates so our friends so they can be little besties too. Thank you guys. I love you guys.
These are my sisters, Auntie Annika, Auntie AJ, and we're going to sing you a song. I may cry through the whole thing and they're going to take over. We'll see what happens.
From this moment, life has begun. This moment, you are the one. Right beside you is where I belong. From this moment on, from this moment, I have been blessed. I live on this for your happiness and for your love. I give my last breath. From this moment on, I give my hand to you with all my heart. I can't wait to live my life with you. I can't wait to start. You and I will never be apart. My dreams came true because of you. From this moment, as long as I live, I will love you. I promise you this. There is nothing I wouldn't give from this moment on. You're the reason I believe in love, and you're the answer to my prayers from above. All we need is just the two of us. My dreams came true because of you. From this moment, as I live, I will love you. I promise you this. There is nothing I wouldn't give. From this moment, I will love you. As long as I live. From this moment
I learned how to read and you learned how to read. I'm sorry. Girl, I'm gonna cheer. Oh, cheer. Right, you gotta put your cake on. Now we are. Wait, T, take a picture of her. With like the forest and like the bro, that would be so pretty, like with the wind. Take a picture.
Picture?
It looks so good. I'm trying to get like the bluey veil and everything for you. That's what I'm trying to get, like the wind. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm putting the word Jackson in. We don't have any forks. Use your fingers. Oh, yeah. Use your fingers. This is so
this?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, Jennifer did.
Wait, what about with us? Oh, you want to bring? Yeah. Hey, do you want to take a cake?
Yeah.
Maybe, but that. No. Wait. Okay, wait. Okay. You're on. There you go.
Queen Elizabeth, just
What do we? Should I hold it up?
cutting it right now.
Yeah. No. Picture with it. Sam worked hard on this.
You're getting a picture with it.
Okay. Where? To cut the cake.
Ready? So put your hands up.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, there's cardboard. There you go.
I'd like a bigger piece, Jackson.
This is for you.
Yeah, the rest of it is for you. You don't know that? I just cut your piece.
Wow. Samuel.
Samuel.
That looks great.
Wow.
Is that good? Wait, no, it's like falling off. There you go.
Okay.
And I feed it to you.
And I feed it to you.
I'm gluten free.
I'll give you
Small bite. Can I have some frosting?
some jelly.
I'm gonna have only one bite. I want a good one. Yeah.
Wait, so you gotta cross it, right? How do you do that? Cross it or...
I haven't been to very many weddings. Can you tell?
Yeah, put that down and then you cross arms.
Like, oh, yeah. Ourselves?
Get the pizza and let's just feed each other.
Sure, random. I know, I didn't think it would be as hard. I didn't write this in the program. Just working with the crowd. So good at this. How many lines did you even do? I have like one. Was that good? No. Nice. That one.
So the first segment of my speech is less a speech and more of a theory that I'm testing out. And that theory is that Jackson and I have been following each other, taking turns for as long as we've known each other. So Jackson and I met in around 6th grade. I believe that we were both somewhere between 10 and 12. We were both homeschooled at the time. I had newly moved to Fergus Falls, Minnesota. We were in book club together, as homeschooled kids do. Carter was also there. Yeah, there he is. In book club, at least from my judgment, Jackson was the funny one. I was the kid who hated on Marvel, and I was the only one who wanted to read the books, so I definitely was not the most popular kid in book club. When Jackson was no longer homeschooled and went to Hillcrest Lutheran Academy, a year or two later, I followed him. Throughout high school, our 4-man squad of Carter, Panza, Jackson, and myself stayed tight. The former homeschooled kids got to stick together. We went to a ton of hangouts, usually either to play Quiplash at Carter's house or to watch a movie at Panza's house, where Panza would try in vain to get us to watch Here Comes the Boom with Kevin James. Never happened. Was suggested every time. Together, Jackson and I weathered questionable fashion decisions throughout high school. Jackson went through an era where his jeans were skinnier than you would have thought possible. His all-time most atrocious outfit was unquestionably the combination of American flag sweatshorts, Pizza Planet shirt, Snoopy hoodie, bucket hat, one orange sock, one blue sock. I did not follow him there. When the time came to go to college, like the pull of gravity, we followed each other again. While I don't remember who decided to go to GCU first, he ended up on campus a semester before I did. So in this case, once again, I followed him. We only roomed together one of our years in college, but we were otherwise by each other's sides for almost all of it. Through many late night try not to laugh challenges, rounds of Smash Bros where Jackson would beat me every single time. Literally every single time. I think my wins were in the single digits throughout the years. Or the one time when we lived together that I could barely poop for a month. We were together through it all. College is where I saw Jackson's obsessiveness begin to bloom. When Jackson gets into something, he really gets into something. He started playing volleyball, and he threw himself into volleyball. Jackson would show up at the court warmed up with elbow pads, knee pads, and at least one arm sleeve. And he would serve absolute heat. Noobs be warned. In a few cases, I got into a thing, and Jackson followed me. I started skating, and he got really into skating. One day he showed up with multiple boards, wearing skate shoes, and his favorite movie became mid-90s. I got into climbing, and he got really into climbing. One day he showed up at the wall, and he was throwing around words like Gaston and Grigri. I didn't teach him these words. Jackson's always done his research, and when he does something, he goes all in. When it was time for me to find a job and move away after college, many people began to wonder, who would follow who? Not to fear, Jackson followed me. I moved to Oregon, so did he. It began to seem as if there was no limit to the places we could follow each other. We began using punctuation and exclamation marks in our texts because it felt more adult. I began dating a girl. 3 weeks later, I started hearing about a cute Hawaiian girl he met at a party. Later that year, I got engaged. Shortly after, Jackson got engaged. The only place he didn't follow me was to premarital counseling. But according to Jackson, he, quote, felt pretty locked in about all that stuff. Another place I did not follow him was his habit of eating olives with chopsticks. That's all you, bro.
Since when can you use chopsticks? I'm really good at it. Lied to me for years.
Now look at us. We're both married. We can no longer be glued to each other's sides. The most I get to see him is a disc golf session or some Saturday morning college ball. And Izzy, I know he's yours now. But just remember, he was mine first. And according to the data, men die before women. So I get first dibs in the afterlife. But before I completely let you have him, I want to just take a second to reflect on what Jackson's friendship has meant to me. I know that Jackson deserves someone as awesome as you to spend the rest of his days with. From a best friend's perspective, you're everything I could have ever hoped for my buddy to have in a wife. The question is, though, did I deserve a friend as good as Jackson? Well, Jackson and I are not the most outwardly emotional people. Sometimes what really matters in a friend is just being there. And Jackson has always been there for me. His reliability and his proximity have made him an absolute anchor in my life. We understand what the other one needs, and sometimes we've needed each other to be sounding boards, sometimes accountability partners, and sometimes so I can make him laugh as hard as only I can. But at the end of the day, we have just been there for each other. And I know he always will be. So do I deserve a friend like Jackson? No. Am I beyond thankful to have a friend like Jackson? Hell yeah, I am. So congrats to you two. I love you both. Thank you.
My name is Gianna, for those of you who don't know me, or Lil G, as Uncle Matt has always called me. And I am Isabel's childhood best friend. I met Isabel when she first moved, also in 6th grade, to the Big Island, to our small town Hilo, Hawaii, from Oahu. And I came from the mainland a little before she did. We started hanging out as mutual friends with our other friend Cammie in 6th grade, and eventually became best friends in 7th grade, and never really felt the need to hang out with anyone else. Sorry, Cammie. Growing up, I remember I'd always ask her, what she wanted in a guy when she grew up, right? And she would always answer me with this scoff and eye roll, and she would just answer someone really, really, really nice, just to appease me. She never dated for as long as we were in school together. I mean, I don't know, maybe here and there, but nothing ever really serious. And I would always push her to give me a more detailed answer of what she wanted in her future partner, just because I was so curious. She had never really given anything until that point. And she would always just tell me someone really, really nice. And I remember one time, I think I kind of had enough and told her, wow, girl, your standards are really low. Yeah, sure, nice is great, but not even good with kids, likes dogs, has a 401k, I don't know. Once we were in college and guys started coming into the picture, I remember her telling me about several failed attempts, and that she just wants someone. She wants to be someone's wife. She wants to have a husband. She wants someone to depend and lean on, someone to always have as a constant, and someone obligated to stay with her, but who wants to stay with her. I met Jackson for the first time over FaceTime, and right now is actually the first time I ever officially met him in person. I think yesterday was the first time I met him in person. And as her best friend, I never thought I would let my best friend marry a guy who I'd never met in person before. I watch a lot of true crime. You gotta make sure he's not a psycho, right? But the conversation I had with Jackson over FaceTime was really honestly awesome. I couldn't have asked for anything more or more easy. He was a great conversationalist. He was nice and encouraging, very kind. And I knew at that moment that I didn't have to worry. Not only because I always trusted Isabel's judgment of who she chose, but because of the first impression Jackson gave me. Almost a year after them dating, and they got engaged, as her best friend, I didn't know what to think. I was like, oh my God, you're getting engaged to this guy that you've not dated for a year even? But I recently watched a lot of videos of, I'm a psychology major, so I watch a lot of psychology videos. And I watched this one that was talking about how friendship is kind of like a marriage. You know everything about each other. There's jealousy when someone new comes into the picture. There's territorialism. You know what makes them tick. You know what makes them happy. And your lives become intertwined in this really beautiful way. And I'm so happy for Isabel and Jackson to finally experience this on their own and experience this as a married couple from now on. I don't know if y'all believe in soulmates, but I do. I think we have soulmates for different portions of our lives. I believe we have many soulmates. And I can say with confidence that Isabel was my first soulmate. I believe in platonic soulmates and romantic soulmates. And Isabel, you were the first person to show me what true acceptance was. You accepted me for my strengths, my flaws, my pessimism, my idiosyncrasies. You are and always will be one of the most special people in my life. And you are my rock. Thank you so much for being the person you are. You're so kind and gracious, and you have this silent strength. And for those of you who don't know, she never used to be this outgoing. In school, all growing up, she thought she had to be the good teacher's kid. She was so quiet and shy. And now, I mean, like, you know, me and Ton, her classmates, we've known her for forever. We're like, who is this girl? My God, who's yelling? That sounds like Isabel. She doesn't do that, right? But even though I don't share the same faithful predilection as you do, I truly believe you are a child of God. You are the result of the beauty and grace He has blessed you with. Jackson, take care of my best friend. Treat her right. I'm passing my soulmate on to you. And just remember, if you ever hurt her, my sport in college was shooting. Guns. But seriously, thank you for taking her in good faith to love and hold her and always protect her for me. I wish you both a fun life full of fun, laughter, love, spontaneous adventures, and troublemaking kids who will always visit fun Aunt Gigi's place. I'll give them sugar. I love you both so much, and the love you two have for each other is very evident. And I couldn't be happier for you both. Congratulations.
Thank you so much for sharing your daughter with us, with my son. Could not be happier. Izzy, I truly could not be happier to welcome you into our family. Ever since we heard about the Kung Fu Panda date, we knew that you were going to be around for a long time, and we could not be happier. So I ask you all to please raise your glasses, toast the newlywed couple to an extremely long, happy life together. We love you so much. Cheers!
Yeah, we never really did that. I'm Marcus, by the way. Hello.
Hi,
And that's Sam.
Hi, Sam.
I met Jackson and Izzy in a very interesting time in my life, just like when I was kind of figuring myself out and who I was and how to not just sit in my room 24/7. But I feel so very grateful to have had them be the two of the people to help me come out of that. They are both just like the nicest, most caring, brightest people like I know on this earth, and two of the people who I will always cherish. And so I just want to raise a toast. I am so happy for the two, and I hope that they have a marriage that is as full of the light that they bring to everyone around them is. Cheers.
Cheers.
My first exposure to these two as a couple, I was walking my merry way home at night. I did not have my glasses on, as I do. I was like, I know those mannerisms. Those are Izzy's mannerisms. So I was about to, run up there, and I was like, that's an interesting secret handshake right there with some man. And now they're hugging. I'm gonna leave them to that. And then later I was like, Izzy, do you have something to tell me? And you're like, you know him. It's like, what? So you told me that, and I was beyond relieved. Like, Jackson, okay. Because I knew I had seen you interact as friends, and I saw you too, and his kindness. So it was quite a relief to me. And then getting to FaceTime with him while we're on our little you and me dates. Long live. We better. But just seeing you two together, Izzy's positivity and Jackson's joy around her, I understand it, because she brings that joy to everybody.
Well, I'm Vienna. The first time that I met Izzy was the day I moved into the building that we shared at college. She was one of our life leaders, and I was an RA. And I was in the pool, and she and T actually were the only other people there. And I was like, well, we shouldn't be awkward. We should go make friends.
And so we went over and introduced ourselves. And then the next day we got to go cliff jumping with her, really spontaneously. And then from that point, you were just a huge beacon of light in my life. I remember coming to college and meeting more godly people than I had ever experienced for like having relationships with before. Izzy can talk about God and she can talk about love so deeply, and she's very introspective, but she also just lives out her faith. And that was just one of the hugest blessings to me ever, and so I thank you for that. I remember just thinking of how important it was that you find a man who is faithful and loyal and communicative and intentional. And I remember walking down into our lobby one evening, and I saw Izzy outside in the dark. Izzy was standing in the dark with enough space for Jesus, healthy distance from this boy. And then I like looked up and I was like, oh, who's that? And then they hugged. I was like, okay, this is new. So she came in, I said, who's that? I don't remember what she said, but I do know that from that point on, they were so intentional about being together, having quality time after Jackson left school. Their FaceTimes were very consistent, very cute. And I remember her telling me that we talk about everything. I was like, oh, what are you guys talking about? She was like, everything, like for hours. I was like, well, that is super important with somebody that you potentially could spend the rest of your life with. And when Jackson proposed and we got to have tacos with him, that was one of the first times that I chatted with him, except over FaceTime. And you guys are just like a match made in heaven. And Jackson, you're communicative and you're honest. And I remember the first really big green flag sign that I knew you could potentially be a great partner for Izzy was that you were homeschooled. And homeschoolers. Yeah. No, but I just am so incredibly grateful that you are going to be the man that takes care of Izzy and get to father her children and get to raise a family together. You guys are going to do an incredible job. Izzy really has me over here thinking about moving to Oregon so we can take care of our kids together. But yeah, Izzy deserves the world, and so do you, Jackson, and you guys have each other, so God has brought you exactly what you need. I'm so honored to be here. And I didn't cry, so this is great. I love you both so much. Congratulations. Raise your glasses. Cheers.